Hey everybody. It's been raining the last couple days. It's nasty, but one good thing about that helps me out is that there's people out there that'll have rain problems with flooding and stuff like this, such as what I'm looking at here today. It's a garage. I've done some work for this lady before. This is one of her rentals. You can see she's got one of the gutter drains, one of the trough drains down in drains in front of her house. I got the little mini X there, little Kim. She's going to be doing some work today. What we're going to do is we're going to get in here and clean this out. Let's take a look. See, it's silted really bad. Let's take a look. See that? I mean, that is just full of freaking mud and crap. And half of it's because the stuff doesn't have anywhere to go. And then you see all the fines that's involved here. So I'm going to end up grading a little bit of this back some as well. Kind of push it out into that part of the driveway. Help her get a little drainage going better here. And I did look the other day when I was here. So there was actually a drain line that comes out down here behind the place. Looks like it's running parallel to this building. So, and it is perforated, so it should be catching some of that water runoff, but it's just probably getting overwhelmed because we've had some hell of a rains lately. I'll put it that way. But it's even clogged up down here on this end. And then you see they didn't finish it. They just run it out there. They got a gutter drain there. That's a solid line. And I'm assuming it's coming off the back of the house up there. There's a gutter drain there, and then there's a couple on the front. So I'm gonna dig a ditch in here, and then I'm gonna put some more perforated pipe in there. But first thing I'm gonna do is move some of the stuff, warm up little Kim, and then get busy. So look, I pulled all the grate off of this trench drain and checked. Like, it is literally filled all the way down with a combination of leaf, mud, sticks, all the debris. You know, I don't even know if this thing's got the right pitch to actually run in a drain, but hopefully it does. So what I'm going to attempt to do first off, I'm going to bust out my big old backpack blower and get on it and see what happens. So maybe I'll get that junk out of there. It's pretty wet because it's been raining, so I think it'll come out of there pretty easy. I know that blower it really blows. So let's find out. Buddy, dude, that is a fat night crawler. Too bad it's too cold to go fishing. Well, that kind of worked. I mean, down here there's so much mud down here, it's crazy. So I'm gonna have to actually get some water on it to get it all cleaned out of there. But first, before I get everything all sopping wet, wetter than it is, I'm gonna go ahead and unload the excavator, and I'm gonna come over here and dig in this ditch, and then get that all set up and done. So when I do start running the water, then and see if it's running downhill the proper way. If not, we're gonna just have to address that when we get to that point. But I think that it should be running that way, because just from the looks of this, I mean, there's great slope here, steep, but there's a good slope, and you can tell that it looks like water's been coming through there by the way that that ground cloth stuff's been laying there, you know. It comes down. So we're going to dig it back in here, warm up the machine, and get on it. there it is. It's a little muddy. You can tell there's a bunch of roots, but there's this big elm tree right here, a little small one there. Oh, it's just one of those little areas, but I got a good slope to it. I checked it a second ago, and it looks like we're going to get a great drainage down here. I'm going to take and dig that out right there just a tad, because I didn't realize it was that shallow. It depends on where this thing daylights at. I'm assuming it's going to end up daylighting right about right here and then just sloping off, so I'll probably just fill that. I got it all done. I got my corrugated pipe ready. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that, and I'll show you guys a couple of things I'm doing now. Alright, so here's what I got going on. I got the old line that came down. It's the old gutter drain line. Not sure where it goes back to, but I'm going to just bury it from there. I'm going to bring it down. I went ahead and I pushed all that daggone stuff down under the ground barrier. And what I'm done is I went ahead and cut it off. You can see there's an extra piece of it there, a little long. So I'm going to cut that off. And I got a Y fitting here that's going to go here, like so. And then I've got this gutter drain adapter. This is a 3-inch by 4-inch one. And you notice I'm putting it where it goes down like that. That's going to make the water really kind of have a drop right at the edge of this. I'm going to use some liquid nail, actually it's the concrete version of it, and I'm going to fill in around that to hold that in place. And I got a little scrap PCO here. I'm going to cut and fit right in there, and then connect it on, and then connect on my other corrugated pipe there and run it on out to the end of the ditch. So let me do that, and then we'll get to burying this puppy. You'll see one thing, this is an internal connector. I really like them better. I swear I think they fit better, but that's how I'm putting the square adapter for the trough on. Knife in there. And then I'm going with an external connector on this Y, as you see. And it doesn't hurt if you want to go in there, put your little screw or something in there to hold it if you want. I'm not worried about it because I know that this is not going to have a lot of pressure on it because I'm not going to bury it deep. Now I'm just going to connect it up to that existing gutter drain line. Get everything set in place where I want it. Yeah, it's going to be great right here. Perfect. Check it out. So that's what I got. I got the gutter drain coming in, hook it to my line, and then I'm going to hook onto this line. I think this is going to end up being pushed up just a little bit more once I get the other line on there. It's just there so you see what my connection is going to look like. All right, let me hook this up. We'll be back. Yeah, that looked like a monkey trying to have relations with the dang football boys. That sucks. Alright, well, I got that dug in there and buried in, and I went ahead and just used the weight of the machine and tracked it in, air quotes, tracked it in, and that gives it smashed this down. You don't have to worry about it too much when you're using a little machine like I have. It doesn't weigh that much, a couple thousand pounds. This pipe's very resilient. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this end off right here, where they call daylighting. Right here, it's going to receive the light of day again, and then I'm going to run the hose over here and get to flushing out that line. It shouldn't take that much. It's just silt. It's going to be loose, and then we should get a trickle, or at least some of the water, probably all of it, hopefully, coming through there, and don't get any backup. So it's kind of like a way to do the work and then test it as well. So let me cut this off, get to doing that. This is going to be the part that makes me happy, hopefully. And then throw a little grass seed on here, take care of, you know, the erosion issues, because it is winter. Alright, let's walk over here and take a look. See if we got a little runnage coming out of here. Oh, looky there, boys and girls. It's always a good idea if you do one of these. You're going to get a lot of debris like I did in this one. You can see a whole bunch of junk running out of there. Oh yeah, that's what we want. And now it'll just find its natural little path here to go on over into the woods. This is kind of a drainage area anyway, in between a couple of houses. Kind of a little drainage holler. But we got flow. Hey, hey, hey. I think that's better than what they had. They were getting a backup. Well, I got all that cleaned out. Turned out pretty good. It didn't take me but a couple hours to knock it out. It's a fine job. Pretty happy about it. I think they're going to be not having any more of that crazy trouble out there, you guys. And so anyway, thanks for watching my silly little video. Hope you had fun as I did doing it. And until then, I'll see you again, and rock on.